My sponsor Rock Bottom is currently running a special deal. Head on over to rockbottomcoins.com and use code Zirksee at checkout for a 30% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I want to talk to you guys about the Color Smash promo and my opinions on the eggs, what I think you should do, what I think you shouldn't do, should you get your hopes up, should you not get your hopes up, and what exactly to do with picks right now. So I talked about this a little bit on Twitter, but I wanted to go over it, of course, in a video for you guys that maybe don't follow me on Twitter, which I definitely recommend you do. I tweet out a lot, interact with you guys a lot over there. But with these random egg packs, there is something I realized that makes me think this promo is honestly not going to be, I think it's going to be pretty exciting on some certain aspects, but I don't believe it's going to be anything like maybe some people are expecting it to be, kind of like how they were expecting to be with the Christmas promo. I don't think this one will add up at all to what the Christmas promo was. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with that, essentially what happened during the Christmas promo was obviously there were a bunch of different tier of Christmas presents, just like, you know, the random tier 2 egg, the random tier 3, random tier 1, of course the random tier 4, but there weren't all those. There was just one pack you guys could go ahead and get, and of course in that pack, it just said random Christmas present. So it was essentially like getting the 88 plus overall Color Smash player. You don't know if you're going to get an 88, you don't know if you're going to get a 94, you don't know if you're going to get a 97. All you know is there's a chance getting either of them, which makes it a little bit better, a little bit more of a risk, but it also could have a much higher reward. So of course with the Christmas promo, if you guys played, I gotta say, honestly, that was by far the best promo of the year. The Christmas promo for me personally, I opened up a ton of the Christmas present packs. I pulled a ridiculous amount of the 97 overall player. I believe they were 97, if I remember correctly, 90, no, maybe they're 96. I know they were the legends, like the players, the actual players. I got like the best pulls. I pulled a ton of them. I got a ton of the Ed Reeds. I got a ton of the other guys, and I made millions of coins off the Christmas promo. It was absolutely ridiculous. Now the thing is, during that promo, obviously, they had just this one pack right here where you could get yourself any, you know, tier 1, tier 4 eggs. But nobody really knew what the good packs were. It didn't say tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. We kind of figured that out by ourselves. So with this promo, I honestly feel like these eggs are not going to be that great. And let me explain to you guys why. So of course, with you being able to literally go out, right, and buy a random tier 4 egg, that does not give me much hope for this promo at all. If you can go out there and spend 34,000 picks, right, to get a random tier 4, take a look at this. A 97 overall Color Smash player is 36,000 picks, and this one is only 34. That leads me to believe, guys, honestly, I feel as though the random tier 4 egg is going to end up being some sort of a 97 overall Color Smash player. Now, whether that be players that have already been revealed or new players, more than likely going to be some sort of new players, which will add to their, you know, it'll add to their value a little bit. But here's the problem. With people literally being able to go out here and just buy these random tier 4 eggs, I feel like that decreases the value of them a ton. Now, there are a couple of different tier 4 eggs. I believe there are, I want to say, 5 tier 4 eggs. So obviously there's going to be 5 different players. Now, I'd imagine those are going to be 97 overall players. With the tier 3 egg, I'd imagine these ones as well. There's 16,000. I'd imagine maybe these will be, you know, some sort of 92, 94, 95 overall players of some sort. These would be something like that. And then, of course, you go down to random tier 2. The overall, the player will probably decrease. And then we have the tier 1 egg, which is only 3,500, which probably will not be anybody too good. Now, also, you could also say maybe these will be some sort of packs. But for some reason, because of the fact you can go out here and just buy these random tier eggs, I'm not confident in this promo at all that these will be something just absolutely astronomically amazing. I just have a feeling there's going to be certain overall players, just different players that they decided to not add into the program already. So to me, I don't think these eggs are really going to hold a ton of value. Now, with that being said, I do recommend you guys do not go out here and buy these random tier 4 eggs. Do not buy the random tier 3 eggs. I would say if you're going to open up any packs, it should be the random egg. Now, the reason I recommend you do the random egg and not the random tier 4 egg, and by the way, if you want, you can literally do the random egg here for 8,900 picks or whatever, and then just hold on to the egg and see what hatches out of it, because it might have higher value. If it is in fact going to be a 97 overall player, it might have higher value than the regular 97 overall players that aren't going to be limited to however many of these are pulled. But because of the fact you can literally go out here and people can spend, a million picks or however many picks they want, and there's no limit to how many of these cards you can get. There's only 5 different variations of something you can pull out of this pack. I don't see the value of these being very high at all. So to me, I don't really like the egg part of this promo unless they decide to actually add in some sort of limited time, like eggs or limited eggs in packs. That is the only way I could see these packs potentially being worth it with the random tier 4 eggs. But guys, honestly, if you're going to open any packs, open up the random egg packs. And if you get a tier 4, if you get a tier 3, it might be worth it to just hold on to it, as here we get a random egg, and that's a tier 3. So this one opens up on the 21st. Now you could, if you want to go through here, give it a risk. You can open a bunch of these egg packs and you can just quick sell whatever you pull. This is 15,400 picks. Now the egg pack, of course, is 8,900 picks. It's a lot of picks to be spending here, and unless you get a tier 3 or a tier 4, you're probably losing picks. On the next random egg pack here, we get a tier 1, which of course quick sells for 3,400 picks. So honestly, I feel as though all these are just going to be a bunch of different players, and I'll show you guys all the eggs that I have, but honestly, I just don't think that these packs are really that worth it, and we actually get a tier 4 egg here, of course. So this is our first tier 4 egg. Now this is 32,000 picks. Now there's, of course, all of them hatch on the 21st, obviously, but there's some different color schemes with basically all of them. They all have the same design, just different color schemes for all the eggs, but they did mention that there's no hints. So there's literally nothing about this any different. Now, some people have been looking at the colors, but again, they said it's no hints, so I'm not going to go into the colors or anything. But honestly, I just feel like the pack odds for doing the random egg as well, not very good. I'll show you guys all the eggs I got. This is my first random tier 4 egg, but highly do not get your hopes up about this. I do not recommend you come through here and just buy a bunch of random tier 4 eggs because you're like, oh, it's 34,000 picks. It's got to be something good. If they're doing that, it's probably going to be something that has a value of less than you could potentially pull, unless they decide to do with the random tier 4 eggs. They change it up. Maybe they have, 97 overall players, and maybe they have a couple 98s. I'm honestly not too sure, but I just really don't think that these are going to be worth it to do. So let's take a look at all the eggs that I have. Now, I have acquired all of these eggs, guys, by doing nothing but the random egg set. So if you guys are wondering, what are the pack odds on these? So I have, let's see, I don't know how many eggs I actually have, honestly. So I have, 5, 10, 15, 18 eggs. Out of 18 of those packs, I currently have how many tier 1 of these eggs? I have 12. So 2/3 of my eggs are tier 1. Now of those tier 2 packs, I have, I believe, only 3 tier 2. So I have 3 tier 2 eggs, and then tier 3, I happen to have 2 tier 3, and then I have 1 tier 4. So I have opened up, if you guys are wondering if I've actually made any sort of return on these packs, I don't think I have. I've opened up 18 of these packs. I have made 122,000 picks. Which means that I've lost about 37 to 38,000 picks, about like 37.5 if you had the, the leftovers. But about 38,000 picks I've lost off doing these random egg packs, and that's if I were to quick sell everyone. Now, obviously, as a YouTuber, I'm going to hold on to all those eggs and show you guys what hatches into them. But I also want to go over, what does EA actually value these packs at? So I ran the numbers on what EA currently values, or I guess what the market values at picks. So obviously we have the 97 overall Color Smash players right now are one of the best values in terms of getting picks. If you want to go ahead and do them, 97 is probably the best value right now. Now they're going for 220,000 coins. You might be able to get them for a little bit cheaper depending on the time of the day, and bundles are out, whatever. But I ran the numbers based on right now 220k for a 97 overall Color Smash that currently quick sells for 35,200 picks. Now, 220k, guys, that is a 0.16 value. That means for every single pick, it's 0.16 coins. So I ran the numbers on all of the eggs and what EA sets the value at, basically, for what you should get as a return. So based off that value of picks, the tier 1 eggs should net you about 21,875 coins in terms of your return. Now, the tier 1 egg is only 3,500 picks, so it's not a lot, but will it net you 22,000? I'm not even sure. It really depends on what this pack actually is. If it's going to be a pack, if it's going to be a low overall player. My guess is this is going to be some sort of a low overall player. So honestly, this one probably won't net you your return. Now next up is the random tier 2 egg. Now this is 6,200 picks, which values this at about 38,750 coins. Now could you get your return back on this one? Quite possibly, but honestly guys, if you get that tier 1 egg, I feel as though you might be better off just quick selling it. I mean, are you going to make 20,000 coins off the player? It really depends on what the overall is going to be. And obviously, there's no way for us to go, okay, tier 1 egg was this, so let's get rid of these ones now. Because they literally all open at the exact same time. But I figured I'd value guys, you know, should you do the random tier eggs or should you just do the random egg pack? Let's get into tier 3. So the random tier 3 egg, guys, is worth 100,000 coins in EA's eyes. Is this pack actually going to be worth 100k? This really depends on what player overall it is. Let's say it's I mean, honestly, to be worth 100k, it'd have to be at least a 95 overall player. Could they do that? There's 94 overall players in the game right now for the Color Smash promo, but I imagine with these eggs, that's when they'll bring in the different overall players. They really only have 88s, 94s, and 97s. So I feel like with these eggs, they'll have to switch it up a little bit and bring in, you know, different overalls. 100k for a tier 3, I could potentially see that. Now, based off of those estimates, guys, this pack right here for 34,000 picks is estimated to be at a value, in terms of coins, of 212.5k. Now, given, if this is a 97 overall player, currently they're going for 220,000 coins, which is kind of what I expect it to be, but, again, I could be wrong. This is just my guess here. It could be a 98, could be a 99, but I figured to give you guys my opinion on it, what you should expect to see in terms of value, or I guess what you should hope to see in terms of value, and I guess we should also go over the random egg. The random egg costs 55,625 coins to do. That's quite a bit of coins, honestly. And in order to make that back, you literally have to get a tier 3 egg at bare minimum. And like I said before, I showed you guys the odds. Is it actually worth to sit here and spend a ton of coins on these? Unlike the Christmas promo, which I was so down for spending millions of coins on those packs because I knew they'd be good. With this one, I just don't think it'll have as much value. But that's my opinion on it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. Let me know down below what you guys think these random eggs will be. How many eggs do you have? Do you think it's worth it to go ahead and maybe go out here and buy the random tier 4 egg? Personally, I would say no. I think it's only worth it, in my opinion, to do this egg and try to get a little bit of luck. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys next time.